Google's AI chatbot, Bard, is expanding its features, taking on its competitor, ChatGPT, by including more languages and increasing privacy for all users. In a strategic move to stay competitive in the growing field of generative AI, Google is set to release a new version of Bard, which will now be capable of communicating in 43 additional languages, ranging from Arabic to Vietnamese. Additionally, the updated version will be rolled out to a large portion of Europe as well as Brazil, areas that are home to hundreds of millions of potential users. This update also encompasses new privacy enhancements, responding to demands made by European Union regulators last month, which caused a delay in the chatbot's introduction in the region. With this latest release, which is Bard's most extensive expansion so far in terms of functionality, Google aims to strengthen its position in the generative AI industry. This technology sector is partly based on Google's AI research, but Google was initially sluggish in bringing it to the market. Google's strategy shifted following the release of ChatGPT by OpenAI last November, a competitor which can handle a wide variety of queries fluently. Later, Microsoft, OpenAI's major supporter, integrated ChatGPT into its Bing search engine, potentially challenging Google's primary search business. Since expanding Bard to over 180 countries and adding support for Korean and Japanese languages in May, Google's website has been receiving about 140 million visits a month. However, this figure is less than a tenth of the traffic on ChatGPT's website, as reported by data analytics firm SimilarWeb. Including additional languages, especially major European ones, could help Google gain favor among European policymakers. These officials are currently in the final stages of discussing a new AI bill, which is poised to be the West's first comprehensive set of AI regulations. Several tech companies acknowledge the need for AI regulation, though their executives caution against excessively detailed rules as some proposed by the EU. For instance, a recent draft proposal would mandate creators of generative AI tools like Bard to actively work to remove biases from their AI models' training data and disclose summaries of copyrighted material used in the process. Separately, the Irish Data Protection Commission, which oversees Google's privacy operations in the EU, stated in June that Google hadn't provided sufficient information regarding the chatbot's compliance with the bloc's privacy law. Following discussions with the regulator, Bard is now set to offer more conspicuous explanations and alerts to global users about its data usage, such as the potential review of conversations. It will also feature a central hub where users can opt out. The company has also committed to providing a privacy report on Bard to the Irish regulator in the coming months, according to a spokesperson for the Commission. Ireland intends to synchronize its review of Bard with other privacy regulators examining ChatGPT. The process of training Bard to refrain from making offensive remarks in a multitude of languages also required time. Although the underlying AI possessed the inherent ability to communicate in nearly any language, Google utilized human teams fluent in each language for a red teaming exercises. These exercises involved provoking Bard into undesirable responses in each language, and then using a technique called reinforcement learning to train it to avoid such behavior. Jack Krawczyk, a senior product director at Google who heads the Bard team, emphasizes the importance of maximizing helpfulness while minimizing harm in this learning process. AI researchers caution that safety precautions designed for English speakers may not seamlessly translate into other languages. They note that AI tools sometimes exhibit less fluency in less common languages. The AI model behind the paid version of ChatGPT, GPT-4, can understand an expansive range of languages, basically any language found on the internet, although proficiency can fluctuate, according to an OpenAI spokesperson. The exact number of languages supported by ChatGPT remains unspecified. During a Senate hearing in May, OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, reported working with governments in countries like Iceland to ensure the inclusion of less common languages in models such as GPT-4. The Bard update will also introduce new features, such as voice responses to users and the ability to react to images in queries. As an example of the image feature, Krawczyk shared his experience of photographing a wine bottle and asking Bard for food pairing suggestions. He emphasized the sophistication of the task, particularly for wine connoisseurs, and was pleased with the absence of inappropriate pairings like fish with Pinot Noir or citrusy pasta.